Hey Leo, welcome back. Just want to ask, how was your visit up at Susquehanna and Juniata?
Oh, the visits were amazing. The colleges were beautiful. They offer some amazing perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of have a new favorite?
Yeah.
Which one?
Susquehanna.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Um, are you on social media?
Only on Instagram.
Not on anything else?
Nothing.
How about LinkedIn?
Nope.
Not on LinkedIn?
Nope.
Oh, all right. In this edition of College Talk, we changed the music and we're also changing the message around social networking. More specifically, we talk about a particular social network that so many students just miss. Today, we talk about LinkedIn. I'm Danny Umali, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, on the first day of September 2015. We all have heard about social media by now. Just about every high school student is fluent on the finer points of Snapchat, Instagram, Kik. We know that all the grown-ups are on Facebook, and that students and non-students alike are on Twitter. But there is one social network that students just shy away from. That social network is LinkedIn. My education on how we apply social media to the college planning conversation, well, Alan's responsible for all of it. I took an informal poll last month, and after speaking to over 30 students, not a single one had a LinkedIn page.
The statistics of 0 out of 30 that you just presented to your audience doesn't surprise me at all.
Alan Katzman, CEO of Social Assurity.
Last year, only 8% of high school students had a LinkedIn profile. And the article ended by saying, think of the advantage that those 8% of students have.
Alan actually suggested that we talk about LinkedIn, and my first response was, why? I thought that instead we should probably cover Twitter, Instagram, or maybe one of the other more trendy social media outlets. Besides, most students haven't done anything yet. Why would we waste our time with LinkedIn? But as usual, Alan takes me to school and teaches me something completely new.
The biggest problem for LinkedIn for someone who's 17 or 18 is that it's intimidating. As you said, they probably never had a job. Or if they did, it was working in Starbucks or a movie theater. It's nothing to really put up there. But LinkedIn for a high school student is not about what they've already done. It's totally about what they aspire to do.
Then it hit me like a ton of bricks. High school students shouldn't use LinkedIn to showcase what they've done. To echo what Alan said, we use it to tell the story of what they hope to become. Now, let's just let Alan talk here, and maybe we'll all learn something.
Where they want to go to school, what they want to study, what they want to accomplish. And LinkedIn, believe it or not, is a great platform to present your extracurricular activities, the volunteer work you've done, the organizations you belong to. Forget about jobs. The courses you've taken, the advanced courses you've taken. And what it does is that it's able to have a student present some of the key attributes and skills they've learned through school projects or extracurriculars, leadership, problem solving, teamwork, or demonstrate a commitment to a cause. These are all very, very persuasive elements of a college application.
Another major nugget here. Not only can the colleges see you, you can see them.
LinkedIn has amazing resources. It's all under a section called University Pages. And I dare anyone to find a college. Name a college who does not have a presence on LinkedIn. So you can see, if you're an applicant, you can see current students, administration, professors, alumni, see what they're doing. So if you really have a target school, You can easily engage with the college community. And if you have a LinkedIn profile that shows who you are, it's your resume, it's living and breathing, you're going to impress people. And more schools are looking at LinkedIn. It seems to be their go-to platform. In fact, and I'll end it on this, interestingly enough, last year, Johnson School of Management at Cornell University enabled students to their MBA program to apply with a LinkedIn profile.
Let's just really take some time and think about what Alan said here. Name a college that doesn't have a LinkedIn presence. And what about the Johnson School of Management at Cornell, allowing students to use their LinkedIn profile to apply to their college?
And I think that's just the beginning of what's going to happen. So learning how to use LinkedIn and getting comfortable with LinkedIn is, I think, an essential skill moving forward.
Is LinkedIn just a passing fad with higher education? Alan doesn't think so, and quite frankly, neither do I. One last thing we probably haven't talked about is big data. LinkedIn is poised to become not just another college search, but the college search tool.
If they go to the LinkedIn's university pages, they can search, because this is all data driven, what LinkedIn has put together. So suppose one of your listeners wants to become a graphic designer. Okay. They can put in that their field of study is graphic design. And what LinkedIn will do is show the top schools with graphic design based upon the 300 million plus LinkedIn members who are working as graphic designers, and then it will see where they went to college.
I can't believe that before I recorded this podcast, that I just didn't see the value of LinkedIn with college planning. Listen to Alan as he continues to point out the obvious benefits of using LinkedIn as part of the college application process.
But one of the key elements that we discuss is the importance of getting recommendations from teachers. So if you're going to George Washington High School, and that's your education, to be able to have one of your teachers post a LinkedIn recommendation right there about how you are as a student and a leader, or whatever the attributes that person is willing to write about, it's there for everybody to see. It's so much more powerful than a letter of recommendation in a Common App application, in our opinion. So we take this through step by step in our LinkedIn for College Admissions course. And we know that we're talking to high school students. So we know we're talking to people who don't have professional experience. But what most of your listeners don't realize, that is high school students, is active high school students. The organizations, the volunteer work, the membership of school clubs or sports teams delivers or sends a message to colleges or whoever else might be looking. Very relevant information. And lastly, and I think we mentioned this on our last podcast, schools actively recruit for students they need on LinkedIn. We know this is a fact.
Yes.
Right? A school wants to put together not the 2,000 students with the best GPA or best test scores, but they have to assemble a very diverse community. Engineers, architects, pre-law, business, journalism, on and on. And in order for that campus or community to thrive, every aspect has to be filled. And sometimes colleges have to look for people to recruit who possess the skills or talents that they need. You know, maybe it's an instrument for orchestra that's not filled, or somebody needs to be majoring in Latin. So they'll use LinkedIn to try to find people to recruit. So if you're not there, and I think it goes back to the Forbes article, that's why that 8% has such a huge advantage.
So why are we hiding from social media? The grandma test? Don't post anything you wouldn't want your grandma to see? That test is officially obsolete. We have to shift the conversation from avoidance to acceptance. Why are we not talking about this? So I have decided to join forces with Alan, and the timing couldn't be better because you need to hear what Alan and his team at Social Assurity built.
As you know, our background, that we've been speaking to a lot of students all over the country, both in high school and college, about the power of social media and the way it's being used today to recruit and assess and judge people, character, integrity, skills, and talents. So the basic premise is put yourself out, show that side of you. And what we decided to do is integrate all the techniques and concepts and recommendations into an e-course that students can take on their MacBook, on their iPad or tablet at their own pace. So, for example, our LinkedIn course, you could be taking our LinkedIn course with LinkedIn open. So you could be hearing and looking at our screen capture and our audio and do some of our exercises and take our quizzes. And it will take you step by step as a high school student how to build it, how to think about it. And then once your profile is built, it goes even a step further. We start teaching students how to engage, how to join groups, how to participate in a conversation perhaps that a college has. Say I want to go to Duke. That's my dream school.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get involved with the Duke community on LinkedIn? Because ultimately I want somebody to click on my profile to see my credentials, because it's an extension of my application, and maybe I'm interested in going to Duke for environmental studies, and I've got the attention of a professor of environmental studies. This person's serious, this person is committed, this person is interested in Duke, this person should be here. So there's so much power in this, and we believe that we're the first company, and probably the only company, who is dedicating online courses and speaking to the high school student. Essentially, how to learn to teach these students how to use social media as a tool rather than a toy.
Alan's right here. Nobody is doing what they are doing, and I believe they are onto something. We're going to have the social media conversation that we need to have with our high school students. I'm excited to be working with Alan and Social Surety.
And I'm excited to work with you, and I think that the value that you bring to your clients with what we offer, it's a 1 + 1 = 3 situation. What I'm advocating, what I'm teaching, does not at all replace the importance of your work, but together, I think the value that's being delivered to your clients is unequaled anywhere else.
College planning has changed, and I'm not sure my colleagues in the higher ed industry got the memo. Whether we like it or not, social media is here to stay, and it is transforming the way we apply to college and ultimately the way we apply for a job. I know that what I'm saying might make some of us in the college prep industry uncomfortable, but change usually has a way of doing that. So don't leave your student in the dark. Let's keep the social media conversation going. My name is Danny Umali, and this is College Talk with Game Theory College Planners, signing off.